We're back here at Competitive Edge, and with us today we have Kyle McCabe. Kyle is going into 8th grade this year at Our Lady of Victory School right in Norristown. It's actually one of my children's competitive schools. We're from a visitation, but Our Lady of Victory is part of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia CYO. And Kyle is going to tell us about his interaction with Simon's Fund and how he went to a screening voluntarily and unfortunately had a diagnosis that has somewhat restricted him in sports. But more importantly, it has potentially saved his life. So, Kyle, you certainly have taken your personal experience with sudden cardiac arrest and you have put it out there, I'm sure in hopes of not just saving yourself, but saving kids in the future and probably encouraging them to be screened. So why don't you tell us about the screening and tell us kind of what happened and where we are today?
Well, first, my mom came home from work real fast to take us to the screening. And then when we got there, we had EKGs, me and my brother and our friends. And then, well, they called my mom over, and then I went over to see what they were talking about. And then I found out they were talking about me and that I had a heart condition, and it was called long QT. And then after that, we had to go to CHOP. I had to get exercise tests. And then now I'm on a pill. It's like Nadolol, and I take it 2 times every day. I take a whole pill in the morning and a half pill at night. And then every 6 months we have to go back to CHOP for EKG and an exercise test to see if I need to get more doses.
How have things been going since you started going to CHOP and you've been to a couple checkups?
Every single time I go, I get happier because, well, they keep telling me I can do more and more stuff every time I go.
Well, I actually heard of Kyle first through my involvement in Visitation CYO when he was restricted on the amount of baseball he can play. And, 7th grade, now you're going into 8th grade, not being able to play a full game of baseball. We all know it's young men and softball young ladies, certainly number one sport they enjoy playing, certainly to wrap up a school year. So you've been doing those restrictions. You're staying strong. You have a message out there that we hope can save other kids' lives, and the support of your mom who's with us to get you to that screening. And I'm assuming you're very thankful to Simon's Fund that the screening went on, or you might not be here to talk about it, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm thankful because it saved my life. Because now I can't play football and basketball. Football is my favorite sport. Well, I got really sad that I couldn't play them. And then my mom told me, you should just be happy that you're, still alive. So then I was like, yeah.
Well, Kyle, thank you for taking time to be here. You've been here all morning. We started here at about 7 o'clock this morning. But we're going to wrap it up here from Competitive Edge. But as you have heard from everyone that we have interviewed, education, it affects everyone. On sudden cardiac arrest. We encourage you to visit simonsfund.org, and we'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to be wrapping it up here from Competitive Edge.